Morning everybody, amprepairguy.com, 203-892-4119. We have another Al-80b here. Customer said the meters aren't working properly. I already checked the SO239s. They have like no grip. I'm going to change those out. You can see it slips in and out. Same with the other one. So he modified it for 240 and he did some weird stuff to the cord, so I'll have to undo all that. That is not correct. He put a solder blob in there to change the strapping for the, to go from 120 to 240. It's tapped with the buck boost to 240. But it should be at 245, so I'll have to remove these and change them. So no one has 240. It's always around 245 or higher. It's usually higher than 245. So it's really important to have that correct, because you'll end up with more voltage on the plate and more filament voltage on the tube. Okay, so I'm going to go through the entire amp. I'll connect the grids directly to ground, do everything else I normally do, but first, you also cooked. The newer ones have the resistor in series with a 12-volt accessory line, so if you were to hook your keyer up to that by accident, your foot pedal or your air beatbox or radio to bring the center connection of the RCA to ground to key the amp, you'd basically just be putting a short on that line, and that protects the supply from having a direct short across it. So that's cooked. I'll have to change it. Okay, so I checked the air variable cap on the plate side, looks okay. I'll tighten hardware and fix solder joints, all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna get to work and figure out what's going on. And well, first I'm gonna fix those taps, because I don't want to volt it. I don't want to create a problem. I don't just plug things in and start checking where I could create more damage. I want to minimize any further damage before I, the possibility of any further damage before I start testing. So, okay, so I will see you guys soon. Stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so I repaired the jumper connections over here. So I want to point something out. I also removed that resistor. I have to find one to replace it. Just got a text message. So I want to point something out. These are they look like the original SO239s, but look, this one has a bad solder joint. These small stuff like this, I always catch. It's in there, but it's not soldered. It's great for the. See if I can pull it out. Yep, boom. So I'm going to replace both of these with brand new ones from Max Gain Systems. Cool people over there. Super fast shipping. Okay, so I'll get back to work. See you guys soon. Stay tuned. So I'm back with the completed Ameritron Al-80b. First, the customer said he didn't care about 80 and 160. It worked on 75. I didn't try it on 80. This adds more inductance for 80/75 and also 160. The band switch front contact set wafer was damaged, and I couldn't tell with it in the amplifier. So once I would get up to 20 meters, the output would just drop off because it still had that extra inductance in the circuit. The switch shorts that out on the upper bands. There are two sets of windings on there. So on 160, they're both in line, and then when you go to 80, it switches one out, and then when you go to 40, it's supposed to switch both out, so that it still worked on 40, but on 20, 15, 10, nothing. So talked to the customer, agreed to change it, bought another one, put it in, brand new one. That was fun. I had to squish the leads to get them to fit through. Fun. So I have an amp per X tube in here for the testing. Customer bought a brand new Pentalab tube. Also had to change the output relay. So I don't know what he did. Must have put it into an open or something. He had flashed the switch, had an intermittent connection on the contact for the TR relay. The output SO239 had issues. The input SO239 had that bad solder joint. So just, you don't want to put your amp into an open. That's like the worst thing you can do to any amp, solid state or tube. So I connected the grid connections directly to the chassis. You could say, yeah, they go through the aluminum standoffs, but a lot of times those nuts are loose. Plus, that's just a better connection, and the 3 holes are already there, so why not? Touched up on solder joints, tightened all the hardware, obviously replaced the SO239s. Just went through the entire amp, cleaned the input rotary switch, and I also always clean new band switch / rotary switches with Deoxit Gold, even if they're brand new. And corrected the wiring over there. And now it's good to go. And those connectors came from Max Gain Systems. So if you need an amplifier repaired, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 203-892-4119. I have to finish this Al-80b up. I did a video on that. I'm just waiting on a ceramic disc cap, but I'm almost done with it. Another amp in the box. More on the way. Another 922 to do. So again, amprepairguy.com and also harbackelectronics.com. 203-892-4119. It is Friday. I think I'm going to go get myself some ice cream. I think I deserve it. It's hot out right now. Well, not too hot, but we have that tropical storm, hurricane weather coming up this way. Just a little windy, but a little humid. So, again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I need to get a 1/16 of an inch drill bit so I can drill my perf board and mount my bias diodes for the multi-band amp. I did not have time to go get that today. I had a whole bunch of Harbach orders to fill also. So, thank you again, and I'll be back Monday. I think I'm going to work on that Al-811 amp later tonight, and just a one-man show here. I only have 2 hands, 10 fingers, 5 on each hand, and I can only do so much. I believe in quality over quantity, so that's why I am a one-man show. It's hard to find someone that will put the same heart and soul into something, and I just could never let something leave my possession that wasn't done right. So I think I'll be a one-man show forever. But again, thank you, and have yourself a great night and a great weekend. 73.